I hope if you're watching this later because you thought we started at 10, I apologize. But that was the original plan, but we are getting close to finishing up the firing, so I wanted to go ahead and start early today because we already have like cone 10 and 11 going down in the bottom of the back of the kiln, and I have to check to see about the ones in the top. So welcome everybody, thanks for being here. Like I said, I was going to start at 10 a.m., but had to bump it up a little bit because we're getting close to being finished. So I won't be able to talk nearly as much today as I did yesterday. Hey DJ, good morning. Good morning, Jeff. But I will, if you have any questions or comments, as always, put them in the section. But we're doing a combination of stoking in the front of the kiln, and then as that temperature is rising from that stoke, we're putting wood in the side of the kiln in between the stacks of pots. So there's 5 of us here this morning, so you'll see multiple people running around here, all getting wood ready or putting wood in. So right now we're the front, we're fluctuating between about 23, probably 20 and 2370 as we're stoking, and as it rises, we're, like I said, putting wood in the sides, and then as it starts to fall around 2330, this is all in Fahrenheit, we're putting wood in the front of the kiln, and then like I said, and then that's dropping a little bit more and then picks back up. Is that a welding protection? Yes, we have full welding smocks that we wear that help protect our arms, shoulders, neck, and then we wear full face shields that are tinted so that we can see in the kiln because how bright it is, and also protects from the heat on our faces. So yeah, we take safety as serious as we can around here. Right now the back temperature according to the Pyrometric is 2217. But we do have cones already going down back there, like 10 and 11 in the bottom and the back. And then I'm getting ready to go check them now to see the ones in the front. Or in the, not in the front, in the top. I'm going to the back to check the cones in the front. Alright, 11's down, 12 is about 9 o'clock. I did, next time do 2 up and 1 down there. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. Hey, thanks. It tends to do that.
Yep.
Out of different clay.
Easy to do.
Oh, I guess you can also observe and watch what the clay is. Right. And because the.
So, like I said, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Andrew and Reed are getting ready to put wood in the front here soon. It's at 2345 and dropping, and so you'll kind of get to see what the process of them opening up the front and adding wood in. Hey Karen, welcome. Glad you enjoy it. I was commenting to DJ yesterday, who was helping with the noon to 6 p.m. shift. I said I feel kind of weird live streaming wood firings over and over again because to me it's repetitive. And he said I can tell you that for most people it's not repetitive because it's so wild that they hardly ever see anything like this. And I said I know, I just have to realize that. Do you get coals out to make more space or to make space or more oxygen. Actually, I don't really have to pull many embers out. If it builds up too much, we'll either stir them around with pieces of wood. We can just shove pieces of wood in there to kind of stir those embers around. We have a little bit that we've pulled out. You can see this pile over here. That's a little bit that we pulled out between yesterday and last night, but not a whole lot when we needed to stir the embers to move stuff around. So, is the pottery on the outer side? It's on the other side of the door, yes, or it's about 6 feet back from this doorway here is where the first set of pots are, and then there are 3 independent stacks of pots in the kiln. If you go to my Instagram feed, I posted some pictures yesterday or Thursday of the loading, or it might have been Friday morning, and you can see the different stacks. I think I posted pictures of each stack. Hot dogs for lunch? Yeah, we're gonna cook them just inside the door.
Those would taste horrible.
A half a second, and then turn it, and a half more second, and you're good.
Speaking of hot dogs.
Yeah, speaking of hot dogs, Macy's out here. Macy, come here. You want to say hi? Come here. You don't want to be picked up, do you? Macy, come here. She doesn't want to be picked up. She wants to play. She thinks we're all here just to see her, so.
That's why I come.
Deborah, hello from Maryland. Got a mug from the last firing. I love it. Well, good. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Amazing to see. Never gets old to me. Thank you. You're welcome, Lynn. Ken, when will you be unloading? That will be Tuesday. So Tuesday morning about 10 a.m.
Just like that. Cool.
Well, you can be here at 9:30 and then we'll start the live stream at 10. No, I don't know. Around 10 a.m., yes. Tuesday morning. No, Andrew will be here.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to do it by yourself.
I don't.
Okay.
I would.
How long do you need to fire from start to finish? No, you're good. We fire. We started Thursday night about 9:30. Usually firing's about 40 hours, but maybe a little bit shorter today. It really all depends on how long it takes for the cones to get down, the cones we want to get down in the back of the kiln. So a lot of people ask questions about what temperature we're trying to reach. There are, let me get my cones and I'll show you.
Sorry. Psych myself up.
Did you go your side, Aaron?
No, I was watching the phone on there. It's still continuing to go up, so I was there in just a second.
We'll go ahead and move.
You said you put 3 in the back, right?
Yes. So these are pyrometric cones that you can buy, and they all melt at a certain temperature. They're all numbered. This is a 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we put these throughout the kiln so that we can look, and these tell us the true material temperature or the heat work that's going on in the kiln. And so, and this is a cone back from a previous firing, and this is a 10, 11, and 12. So you can see how they've melted in succession. And you can see the salt on the clay that the cone pack is made out of. So that's what they do. So we're looking at these throughout the kiln to know when they bend so that we know that the clay is matured or vitrified. And then once we get the cones to where we want them throughout the kiln, then we add salt because you don't have to add salt to a wood-fired kiln, but we are adding salt to this one. So I saw somebody earlier. Hi from Australia. Welcome. You get the award for the farthest one away from here. I about guarantee that. Marcus, hey buddy. Hey Matthew, how are you feeling this morning? I'm feeling pretty good. I got sleep last night, about 4 or 5 hours, and I'm good. Hello from Turkey. Let's see. If some of the cones are already down, are you worried about overfiring those? Well, yeah, I always concern myself with making sure I don't overfire things, but the clay I use can handle a range of temperature, so I'm not too worried about that. We just try to keep the temperature in the front of the kiln from going too high so that we don't overfire and bloat any of the clay. But we need it hot enough that we can basically piggyback on that temperature to carry that to the back. David Kelly, good morning from Missouri. Good morning. So we're probably not far away from adding salt to the kiln, just letting you know. The cone 10 and 11 are already down in the back. The cone 12 is kind of bent to like this in the bottom. In the top, I think the 10 and 11 are just barely starting to bend, so. DJ was grab this and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just making a living room. He put this on the bucket as a shelf. And then I filled it with cones to do my live stream yesterday. Wet salt.
Is that an issue at all?
It might be. I'll probably just dump this out.
Can you have a bag?
Or put it in a different. I have a new bag, yeah. Maybe I'll get a different container to get salt in this stuff. Macy, what are you doing? The bag is over there on those bricks. Hey, Rich. Hi from California. Hi from Michigan. Yeah, let's see what else we have to put it in.
So do you have sessions?
Good morning from South Carolina. Welcome. Is this like raku firing, just bigger? Not really. We're firing a lot hotter than raku. We don't pull them out when they're glowing, and they're functional. They're vitrified and functional. So, a lot of differences. Probably the only similarity is fire and clay, and glaze, and they will look a lot different than raku. So. Good morning from Maine. I can't wait to see the beauties that come out of the kiln. Thank you, Cynthia. About how many pieces do you have in the kiln? Ken, we didn't count loading them, but my guess was around 800 because it didn't have any large pots in this one. Yeah, that'll work. What effect do you get from adding salt? Good question. All right, here's my mug from wood firing number 2 that I kept. So this was lined with a light white glaze. This had a white clay slip and decoration. The rest of this mug was completely raw, no glaze at all. But all of that finish and texture is all from the salt and the wood ash that was in the kiln. The wood ash comes from burning the wood, and then the salt that we introduce into the kiln either through the front with my blower or in the sides on pieces of wood. So all of that texture and even this light colored spot right down through here, that's all from the salt and the wood ash going into the kiln. Snap, crackle, pop. Gotcha. You were focused on him, weren't you? She's like, I want to play. Anybody want to play?
I'm gonna start a show, right?
Those ears just
Yes.
blown back. And I actually did that with that's next.
Or
You never know what's on the other end. They're right behind you. So.
Oh, sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm actually good at it. Thank you.
you're gonna be up, right? Or me?
No, I just went. I mean, I can be up if you want me to be up.
Nope.
Salted Macy?
So is it like a minute you have it open in your balloon salt, or is that like not super long?
Yeah, what's the salt blowing system like? Time frame like?
It's probably close to a minute and a half. Yeah, so when we get ready to blow salt, we'll have multiple things going on. I have a piece of sheet metal that I put across these air intakes at the bottom so we don't burn our legs. I have another system that I've built that's on stilts that kind of covers this stoke hole while we put salt in as well. So I have several things that we do so that we protect ourselves a bit from the heat while we're doing that. Hello from Connecticut. I really enjoy watching the unload. I'll be watching so I can get an idea of what I'm going to purchase. All right, Ken. Thank you. Good morning from Bon Air. Looks like your furry baby is excited too. Yes. Where is Bon Air? Bonaire. I don't know. Let's see. When did this firing start? It started Thursday evening about 9:30. How many firings per year, Jeff? This year this is the third one. So you mentioned keeping a side-fired mug in the previous live. Do you keep a piece from every firing, or are you just really unique pieces? Yeah, I usually keep probably more than one piece from each firing, but they're usually really unique pieces that I do keep. I think I have at least 3 from the last firing that I kept. So yeah, this contraption here, well, you can see on YouTube, but not on Instagram. That contraption there is what we use to cover the stoke hole when we're putting salt in. You'll see that here in a few minutes. If you're still here when we do that. Good morning from Bognor Regis, UK. I'm sure I butchered that, especially compared to British English.
How do you spell it?
Just Bognor and then Regis. Bognor Regis. All right, let's see. Bonaire is an island in the Dutch Caribbean off the coast of Venezuela. Wow. I've been to Trinidad. I've been to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
That's off the coast of Venezuela.
Yeah.
99 miles. Hey, Eddie. Thank you. Appreciate that. Good morning from Bristol, Connecticut. Wow, we got it from all over here. I'm gonna check combs again. That's not mine. It doesn't do all that tinging, does it?
It sounds like it's the chimney.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe it's the wind?
Could be those new stove panels.
There are new stove panels?
Yeah, or not stove panels, the
Dampers?
damper panels. Yeah, we got new ones made.
It sounds higher than that though.
Yeah.
Because this sounds like it's up, like above
Right, definitely it's up there.
the roof.
Did it rain here last night?
Yes. Yeah. Could have been.
Maybe it's the water. It's the mist and the rain and the fog and the...
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
I mean, it has now. Maybe it's still in there.
Good morning from Manitoba. I know that's in Canada. At least I'm. Let's see. Hey, again, if it's not a secret, how many different fluxes do you use in your glazes? If it is, just say a number. 27.
You could
Just say a number.
A number.
Oh, a number. How many different fluxes? Ah, that's, well, I don't know that I can add up. Wood ash, whiting,
Yeah.
Fritz. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch. Yeah, just all depends. I'll be honest. I don't have any glazes that I use that I created from scratch myself. I have ones that I found a recipe for that I use the way they are. I've found ones that I have a recipe for that I altered slightly. There are so many recipes out there. There is not, unless you just want to, there's no need to come up with a recipe from scratch. Not that you can't, and if you want to do that, more power to you. I don't know if I have enough time in my life to master that as well. I probably do, but
Well, yeah, but I mean, there are so many resources that
Yeah.
are available, you know, for free.
yeah. And also, if you have a glaze that's been tested and it's, you know, if it's vitrified and it, you know, works well, you know, that's, I mean, if you want to create a quality finished product, you don't have to do it all from scratch, but you can if you want to.
You should still test them. Always test.
Yes. I'm able to see and hear this live. Isn't technology wonderful? Yeah, that's very much so. People from all around the world are basically in Seagrove right now listening and watching and asking me questions. Yeah, it is.
Always.
Yeah, there's more power in my two devices right here, more computing power than what took people to the moon in the 1970s. That's insane right
I
there.
didn't see it. Is it your turn or mine?
It will be your turn when it's turned. Yeah, go ahead and get ready. And
I couldn't remember.
that's a big one. You okay?
Yeah.
Swallow a stink bug?
Double sickle.
Experiments in every kiln, looking for the next glaze. Yeah. How many cubic feet is that kiln? There's about 150 cubic feet of stacking space as far as where I put the pots, is my rough estimate. Good day, Matt from Australia. Another Australian here. Oh man. Angry Bear, and who was the other one? Ray George. Well, welcome to both of you.
You know, they make like their refrigerator similar to the refrigerator. You know, somebody did this.
Not the least of which is very high voltage.
How many pieces are in there today? I would guess around 800. That's my guess. We'll count when we unload. Jesse, good morning from Louisiana. Welcome. Oh, somebody related to you, Aaron. Jesse Ellis is here. If they're from... Bob have relatives in Louisiana.
None I'm gonna play.
So is this like a collection of things from just several firings?
Yeah, some of those are just pieces that, a couple of them are ones I'm keeping, and a couple of them are just ones I didn't have room for in my showroom.
Mm.
And all the planters were set up on display, like on the edge of the kiln, I had to move them to the side.
Mm. Cool.
About 2380 in the front right now and 2225 in the back, according to the parameters. We're just working on getting cone 10, 11 and are down in the bottom in the back, and cone 12's like probably a little past 9 o'clock, 8:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere in that range.
Somewhere in the 8 o'clock hour.
And the 10 and 11 are soft in the top of in the back, which are usually the last cones to go down. So once the 11 is kind of like bending or maybe even touching in the back and the top, then we're good to go. We'll add the salt, and after we add the salt, which takes usually 30 or 40 minutes total, then we fire for a full hour after that without the salt, just to get all of the excess salt out of the kiln, as well as just make sure everything's reheated to make sure everything's melted, and then we open up all the portholes to crash cool it a little bit, and then shut it down.
And so I didn't throw anything for months, because you have to be able to. And so I've been laid down, so then you lose groove. This is,
To let me work in there and like do a little scar it up and make the just new designs and everything.
it regularly wants me to get a tattoo that incorporates. Yeah.
Personally, original scarifications. He was probably in the circle you didn't know.
I was, no, I was, you know what Burn is, versus rock climbing? It's where you are climbing without a harness, and then you just jump onto the mat. And I was getting to the gym. I think it was bound to happen. I did it 20 years ago. And, yeah, we were down here, ready to finish it. I had a bone fragment.
Just salt or soda also? No, we just are doing salt in this firing. I do have plans at the beginning of the year of building a small wood-fired soda kiln out of an old electric kiln. So we'll see how that goes. Opening the kiln is always Christmas or Grinch for potters. Yeah. Hopefully Christmas. But the Grinch did. His heart grew. And he learned to love Christmas, much like we learn sometimes to love what comes out of the kiln. And sometimes not.
Well done. I'm happy to break stuff too.
Yeah, it's probably good after that.
Hot pants.
Do you know what the cost of this kiln is if we had to do it today? Yeah, including the fancy silicon carbide pieces in there, which I'm sure are
Make sure we do it. It's a little bonfire. Yep.
shake it up. Like,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I've been using when I was school, I'd wear overalls. And I was the other day running a whole bunch of wood through tablespoon. Just constantly just throwing. And you're in the same position, just feeding for a while. And then I went to walk away and it was like, what the heck is that? And then I was just full. It was like the whole front. There was like a half inch of sawdust all down front, all down my pants, stacked up in my
Somebody flung a
shoes.
cigarette at you.
Oh yeah. It feels awful because you get a little sweaty in there and you got a bunch of then you got a bunch of sawdust stuck to like,
Itchy.
going inside.
So, were you, like, did you, like, get into pottery, like, just kind of,
When I was in college, I went to college in a really small town, and the broke my ankle, and a pottery studio opened up this same summer. And it happened to be my left ankle, which was perfect. So
So you started,
I couldn't run anymore,
Yeah.
and so I was I started throwing up. And I
so
was
you
like,
left, so because you didn't use
I
that
didn't.
to the pedal.
Yeah.
Wow. And then you just fell on it.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
something
everybody.
I've done as a
If
kid.
anybody's brand new, welcome.
but
And
I didn't have access
let me know if you have any questions.
to
We are live on Instagram and YouTube
sawtooth
at the same time. So,
I did a little other things.
how many cords of wood does it take to get to temperature? We've guessed about,
So, yeah, it's
I don't know, I'd say a little less than 2 cords of hardwood and about the same of pine.
How did you start?
So I bought a shitty $200
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and broke the motor out here and
Yeah.
invested in
Yeah. Was it that first one, was it a P4?
it. It was literally unbranded, it was so cheap.
Just wondering.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah.
Yeah?
Exactly, yep. And you started to bubble. Yeah. Yep, I can't do this. Yep. Yes.
Economic investment.
Do you know
There
Clay
you go.
Makers?
No, I don't.
Oh.
No, like,
They're a community studio. I finally have one.
yeah.
Because I was just throwing in my backyard.
No, I would have, in graduate school, if I had time, I would have done it then.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, the financial.
How long?
and-
Yeah. How long has Playmakers been?
So it's been there for a really long time. It moved spaces recently, but it's might have been there at least like 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm actually now I'm curious. Yeah. Huh? I mean, it's they do a lot more good. They can do a lot. That's it. That is the thing. Like, I really wish I could go around and throw at night. Or,
Second Amendment.
You and everybody else.
Fair point.
I mean, I could like close all the things around me and just be in this fortress.
It's very interesting that I
20 years.
Okay, see, we're ready.
haven't seen their studio spaces. I like really close. I haven't seen the studio spaces.
It's like a big room in the back, and you can open up one of the like a garage door, natural cameras.
Do they have hours?
I go because of renting space. I can go anytime, but they do have hours for like the community. Yeah.
Got the door?
How do they do it now? Like, do you have like a set schedule or-
No, you just put it on the just like first come first. Well, they put things first as much as possible. Anyway, they just have shelves. You put your ringer on. You can
Might be off.
pay for in sheet 2 inches.
Oh, okay.
Or you could do half of a shelf. You do a whole half of a kiln. You know, yeah. Yeah, they have. Maybe they do some work here. I really want to get into that.
I've never done that. It's fascinating.
Yeah. Like, I love the sort of different like organic materials.
Yeah.
Matt, do you watch the Great Pottery Throwdown?
I never have.
Okay.
I probably should. I have an aversion to reality TV.
That's fair.
It's not a bad one though.
It's,
But I've
it's
heard
pretty
that it's
funny.
not a bad one.
Yeah.
Well, like, do you enjoy the Great Baker, the was it the bakery
I
one?
like the cooking ones a little bit.
Because it's the
Similar.
same people.
Totally the same.
Okay.
In the is it BBC? I think it's a BBC production.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty goofy.
Yeah, I don't watch much TV,
That's fair. Yeah.
but I could pull it up while I'm working. But usually it's hard to watch. I can listen to
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Justice.
Who are your helpers today? All right, we have Andrew, my apprentice. He's been here for all this year. Aaron Ellis, Aaron.e.pottery on Instagram
On Facebook?
and Facebook. She's been helping since firing number 2. So she's the most senior veteran here.
Second to you.
Oh, yeah, only second to me, so. And then we have Reed and Holly. Sorry, I've met Reed one time and I just met Holly this morning. So, hey, Justice, the drinks are in this one over here. So Reed and Holly just asked if they could, Reed asked if he could, I offered when he was here shopping with his wife that he could come help fire if he wanted to. And he's one of the few that took me up on it. 'Cause I've extended that offer to quite a few people. So, will you do another collaboration with John the Potter? Well, Frankie, you should ask him about that because the invitation is up. Now, he knows that. He actually texted me yesterday when I posted that the firing had started and was going well. And he said, hey, good luck. I wish I was there. So, yeah. We both have 3 kids. He also has 3 coffee shops, his pottery business. Who knows what else he's into. And so life is busy. And for him to get away for 5 or 6 days to come here and wood fire, it's just a challenge. So, when did you start? What's the total firing time? I started the fire about 9:30 Thursday night. And usually takes around 40 hours. It always fluctuates a little. 2244 in the back. Yeah. To the front, 2,367. No, not 2,300. We actually got it to 2,400. And he was a little zealous. On that stuff.
Let's go.
Well, there you go.
Fire.
Right. Have you went yet? You want to do it? You want to say hi now?
There you go.
Come on. No. You don't want me to pick you up? No.
Please don't.
Camera shy.
She usually doesn't like him to pick her up. She runs from you. She's like,
Sorry, you said that in the upholstery or
We actually have a container, a
Obvious.
shipping container that we're refurbishing.
What?
you take a bath this morning or had to get your hair?
Learn a little welding with patches and holes and stuff, and doing some woodworking to make it not get to an empty chamber. Yeah.
where'd you get the shit?
We lived in Alaska for a little while, and Western Alaska off the road system, and that's how you get home. That's how you get all this stuff.
Yeah. Really, yeah, we're eventually having the full thing responsible, putting up tiny little.
Yeah. They're not that hard to come by.
I've heard, yeah, it's like,
The problem is getting them moved. That's,
yeah.
'cause sometimes you need a crane, and you bring a crane.
depending on like the terrain you're working in.
Yeah.
So what I did
You need to be able to
is
tell them how much the container weighs too.
I needed a
How it's supposed to weigh.
I had to get all the way.
If it's empty, that's one thing. You
Yeah.
gotta tell them, but
Yeah.
So I just decided that that's why I did.
Oh, like, yeah, you moved your whole life from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything except for something like breathing stuff. Dog and cats and us. So,
Breathing?
breathing stuff. Yeah. Things that need air to.
Okay, yeah, no dogs in there.
Yeah. That's another thing, it doesn't get really hot, so like in the summer. What I'm hoping to do is frame the doorway with screening so that you open the big doors and there's still like a storm door sort of on the inside.
Do you
Put like
get
a little induction fan on the back end and
Mhm.
blow through the whole
Yeah.
tunnel.
They're not airtight, they have vents on the outside that are sea-safe is what they call it. There's holes and then a covering that the air comes out down here. And so you can put a fan on the backside of those and pull air in and not have to worry about water.
That was cool. Do you have one really?
Let's see, the house we're in, we've got probably 2 acres. But it's not on our space, which is another
Oh.
church's house. And so it's another cool thing is that we get to.
Last time I looked, it was 2370.
Yeah, me too. But it does mean that, like, whatever studio we build, it needs to be mobile, which makes the container perfect.
Yeah.
Happy enough with leave. So.
I was taking a break to eat a snack there. Anyway, if anybody's new, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in chat on Instagram or YouTube. And pretty soon here we'll be adding the salt. Here in just a couple minutes I'm going to check the cones in the back to see which ones are bent, which ones are to know the actual material temperature, what's going on back there. To know if we're ready to do the salting.
That's hot. I'm still feeling.
Yeah, you can feel it there, can't you? Yeah, if you're sitting way back here, we're probably a good 15 to 20 feet away, and as soon as you open that opening, like a 12-inch square opening, you can feel the heat all the way back here. The kiln is made out of all hard brick, but the door there is a metal frame door, and then we have some ceramic fiber on the inside of it.
Yes. That's
Okay.
what.
Does coffee make it easier? Coffee makes everything easier, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
I had mine this morning. I could go for another one right now.
Maybe you got her stick.
These are kind of all part of that belt tree anywhere, and these splitters, what is stuff in that? It's these things. that go in there. And they also, true monster even.
You read? Just put a gator in it.
Yep.
Throw water out.
It's good.
Christian says, perfect time of the year for it. Well, normally it is. It's actually hot today. Hotter than normally. I think the high today is like low 70s. North Carolina, November. Welcome. Hello from Croatia. Welcome back. Saw you here yesterday. I can't pronounce that name either. I wouldn't even attempt to.
Anybody have a secret to managing your hands?
Like how dry they get?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that, yeah.
I-
So
Yeah, I just buy that O'Keefe's. It's a really good lotion. And usually use it at least once a day, if not
Yeah.
more.
I need to get better.
I can't stand my hands being dry.
Oh, yeah.
Depends on what kind of clay I work with too. Like wood-fired clay dries my hands out more than my gas-fired clay.
Yes.
Has more sandy, grog stuff in it.
It was really working out well when I was rock climbing and made calluses as well. Fairly, but not
Yeah.
doing that anymore.
I play guitar, so I have calluses
Oh,
on
yeah.
all of these fingertips.
Oh, cool.
So,
That helps.
yeah, well, I can. It would be actually probably be bad if I had them on this hand because the feeling that I need in my fingertips
Oh,
for
yeah.
throwing.
You're less sensitive.
But how do you not rub, like, wear off the calluses when you throw?
I probably do.
Oh, okay.
Just constantly wearing them off and
Yeah.
making more. And
So it's just a.
yeah, and actually have my hands in the water. Yeah, they peel off pretty
Yeah.
regularly.
And you would think, you know, with even without product.
Hey, Bob.
it'd still be a little sandy.
Yeah.
The kiln is hard brick, right? Yes, it is hard brick. Yep. Hey, Bob, welcome. Need some bats? I don't know. I might. I know some people that could use some bats, but I don't think you're open to making them for everybody.
I could use,
I
I'll
want
buy
some.
some bats.
Andrew and Aaron said they could use
I want
some.
some bats.
So
Plastic bags are not painted anymore.
I'll let you decide if you're up for that. I did notice a couple of my. I might could use some round ones because I noticed last time I used a bunch, I ran out pretty quickly. Square ones I'm pretty good on. I noticed a couple of them are, my older ones are starting to wear out, but I'm not in urgent need. How much salt will you use in this firing? We'll probably use 30 to 40 pounds. Hi again from Queensland, Australia. Man, you're the third person from Australia here today. That's crazy. I'm just saying, like that's
So
halfway
famous.
across the world.
You're so.
Like
famous.
literally. Look on a globe and it's like North Carolina's here and Australia's there.
That was the opposite.
Pretty wild. Bob says, let me know the size. We'll be coming down. All right, hey, Bob, I'll send you a message. Oh my goodness. No, like I just commented that I could use some more coffee,
I
and
know, I'm
then
watching your live stream.
here's Danielle.
I should have just said telepathic.
Absolutely.
That would have been better to say that.
Connection is so deep.
So deep.
The magic behind all of this is
Hey,
the person who's not on camera. That's my wife, Danielle. As she would tell anybody who's here, if they really want to know, somebody has to wash your dirty underwear.
Yeah, that's right.
She's pretty spunky.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Keep the house generally knit together, yeah, I understand.
Hi from South Africa, welcome. It seems like nearing the peak of firing, there ought to be shooting flames, smoke, roar of fire, and a lot more commotion. Yeah, well, if you're here, there definitely is more commotion, and if you were out in the yard, you could see flames shooting out of the chimney every time we put wood in. But being under here, if I took you out there, I might lose internet connection, so.
My other two, awesome.
Right here, device may explode.
Just say it.
I'm gonna look at the comps before you start, but get your, I guess, I think Reed got your wood ready already.
Oh my goodness. I imagine that it's,
Yeah, he's not getting my wood ready, but getting
very
yours.
engaging.
Yeah, they are. Oh. This must be that old coffee mug.
Everybody knows.
You gotta drive the wedge, make a space for yourself
That brings in
somewhere.
like 15
Uh-huh.
I'm like, where did the dirty dirty stuff go? Yeah, I'm all like,
Why is our
yeah, they're accumulating. This one
I guess I'm getting foot ready on the other side.
Oh.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about there. Like really, really, really about there. We're just there. Alrighty.
Oh, we're doing the salt?
So in salting, this is what I use to blow the salt in the front of the kiln. A leaf blower with a metal tube and a hopper. We add the salt to the hopper, and I use the stick to kind of make sure it's going down through the hole. Turn the blower on and blow the salt into the front. And then in the sides, we put salt onto boards and slide them in the side stoke holes for the salt there. You find it close to the kiln shed?
Yeah. One I haven't found before.
Make sure. Probably wouldn't even put it on, so it does. I don't have one. Buy a new blower.
Who's going to this?
I mean, we could always just put salt on board.
And that,
That's my house, yes. So when we get ready to salt, we have, Andrew will be dumping the salt into the blower for me. We'll have Holly, you can come up and open the door for me. Just plain old head, I'm not doing it right now. You come up and just grab that stick and open the door and step and pull the door all the way open. Aaron will come in and put this down in front of the things. Reed, you can pick this up and carry it with, just so it needs to go towards the kiln. And just kind of, it'll just lean right up here and it leaves about 4 or 5 inches at the bottom of that open so I can put this thing in there when it's all in. And then when I'm done, you can come back in and get that. We'll put wood in the kiln and then we'll close the door. So yeah. So you're the only one that really has a job at the end is to
Remove that.
remove that.
Okay.
Andrew will probably do the one stoke the wood. And then you can close the door.
But these.
Yeah, well, you can do that after you stoke.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you have a 6th? If,
I have one, but one of the buckles is broken on it, but you're welcome to put it
okay,
on.
okay, perfect.
Well, the strap is broken.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah,
It's the one
that's
that-
right.
It's the one that goes around your waist, but it'll still cover your arms and your neck and your shoulders.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just opening the door, it's not that crazy.
Do you want us to stick?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah, because Aaron's inside the house. Oh, DJ was gonna come with his drone and video this, but,
Ooh.
oh, that's right, no, he said he's not coming today. He spent so much time here the other day. Yeah. It's time budget. Let's see, interesting contrast between the ancient firing techniques and modern internet tech that lets the whole world interact. You insult it? I don't know what that means, sorry. I might have missed the context. Hey, Reggie. Greetings from Indianapolis. All right, so Aaron, we're getting ready to salt. Probably after this one starts to come down.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you bring in, Holly's gonna open the door. You can bring in the, then Reed, you can bring in the cover, and then you bring in the one for the bottom. You can do that after Reed does that one, so you're not blasted. So, 1, 2, 3.
Yes. I got this. Easy peasy.
And then somebody close the door once he's done soaking also.
I'll open it first.
All right. We look so fancy in our smocks.
They are fancy.
Like rocket.
Where's our runway?
You're standing in your way.
I don't know.
There was no space for me to get to the garage, it was all I needed.
Yeah, we need Ye to design us some new smocks, formerly known as Kanye West.
Oh, I didn't know that was.
You didn't know that?
Nope.
He's now Ye. He's not Kanye.
I'm not hip on that.
No, I clicked on it. Yeah, that's the sign of a healthy
I'm not
internet
hip on
relationship.
the cool. I'm not cool.
If it wasn't
at
for a
all.
podcast that I
Neither
saw, I
is
wouldn't
Kanye
know
West,
either.
so
I'm not up on pop culture, trust me.
I'm the most.
I am too old to be up on pop culture.
keep
Would
your
reduction firing to
down
cone
if anything
6
gets
gas
involved,
with
but so I would go
brush on
To open.
cone 6 shelf glazes show different in
Do
oxidation.
you know if there's?
It's fine with a special purpose.
Holly, you can take
Insane.
these.
Yeah, reduction even at cone 6 or oxidation is going to look different, yes. Not all glazes will be drastically different, but most of them will, yes.
Yeah, you'll be sad if you. Yeah, real sad.
And then I guess is there 6 faces?
Yes, there's one here.
Oh, goodness.
Here, I'll trade you.
Why? sweatier?
I'm not explaining why I'm trading that. I actually like the feelings when I do that.
About 1983.
You push in and twist.
Yeah. Push towards your head and then turn.
Push it down.
Yeah,
Like
you
this.
just put hands on it and then push it.
Oh.
Um, and actually before I need you to push the wood in before Reed puts the thing cover in place. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I'm full.
Yeah. Because if the wood's in the way, you can't load itself in.
I was 3. I was having the
Just keep adding until I say stop. I won't say anything until I'm ready to stop.
Yeah.
It's so hard to hear what I'm saying.
I'm gonna pick this up.
Yep.
I'll be only 110 Hey. Okay.
All right, are we ready, everybody? All right.
What?
Pull it all the way open. 2 in. 2 out, 3 in. Perfect. 3 out, 4 in. Oh, why don't we not have power? Is that?
You want me to switch to the charger one here for a minute, just to see? I can see a light on in that one anyway. I'm gonna try it. Is this gonna kill the power in your feed if I pull this out?
Here, do this one.
Just to make sure, yeah, plug it into that one. It could be the,
Oh no!
all right.
Just take the tube off and I'll blow in the back real hard.
Well, let's move the cover and we'll just soak for right now until we figure that out.
Whoever finds it out gets $2.
Are you paying? It's gonna be my dough.
I don't know why it worked that other time.
Cord out. What if it's that cord, Matt?
Yo,
Isn't this?
Oh,
is this on?
you're not plugged in.
We're both. Are we both unplugged from both sides?
Yeah, just plug that back into the orange one.
Yeah.
No, the fan.
I was testing the cord. That's what I was
Oh, gotcha.
checking.
Oh, gotcha.
Just
Well, here,
to see.
here, let me
It
just-
ran for a moment before you unplugged it. I heard it transfer power. And then he unplugged it. I know that cord's working now.
Oh, well, here, we just have that.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Just because I'm standing here and then go. Yeah.
You want me
What's
to take
the
it
back- what's
apart,
the
see
backup
if the
plan,
switch,
Andrew?
if the switch is functional?
There's an outlet there.
Because that'll be, more than likely that'll be what's gone.
Right. Not the actual motor.
Probably not.
Yeah, the switch feels a little.
Load it on the boards and shove it in.
Yep. Alright, you stoked, so.
Or maybe we should just order a new one and wait like 3 days.
That's a great idea.
I have a shop vac that we could
However-
just take to the end of that.
All of our pots may melt.
Blow it the other way?
Yeah,
The
just
shop
blow
vac?
it instead of sucking it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was kidding.
Where did that just come out of?
The hose is probably not big enough, that'd be the only problem.
Yeah, we can fix that with tape.
Play some hold music for I just was scared. For the last one.
Or return to your regularly scheduled.
Oh, great. Are we gonna pour the salt into that and then just blow it from the vacuum?
Which tape should I rip off your map?
I feel like
I
this
don't
is
really
gonna
know.
work.
Whichever one's easier.
Maybe the tape around that is the problem.
I'll make sure this is, so we don't blow the trash into it.
Yummy.
Yay, the pots get trashed. Okay, then we're gonna have the problem of getting the lid off.
Make up that difference. It's a lot. I don't wanna take that part because then it's gonna melt it inside the front.
I think we have.
Probably a lot. Just wrap it around that, end of that tube.
Yeah, if you did like a U shape from both directions first to get it kind of,
Yeah, center,
Yeah.
and then just close off the rest of it.
yeah.
I was gonna cut this part because this tube is smaller, but
Eh.
here's what fiberglass.
Don't you want it that distance away though?
Well, actually, the tube starts just
Oh.
here.
Yeah, I don't think it'll matter that much. I don't think we have to make up that difference in gap, I think we just need to close it off the tape. Let's finish that. Cut it or measure that. Okay.
I don't have, the knife that I have wasn't gonna, is not big enough right now.
Sports or that?
Oh, I think I might. Where's the end? Come on.
Tape it, cut that. Try and pull it off. Melt it on. Looks like it's got duct tape on everything now. It's on. It's-
Should we start again?
Where's the nearest hardware store?
Like 20 minutes away.
Okay.
Matt, do you want us to start again?
The front, yeah. If it's ready.
It is.
Maybe we can just go somewhere and buy a leaf blower. Oh, that was the problem. Okay.
That'll work. May not blow quite as hard as that one, but
We just add more with the boards in the back. Could you plug this up? The other end.
let's go get into that. You're good.
You got it.
I don't think it's long enough to go.
Justice, let him do it.
Back to the regular.
On the fly solution.
Yep. Hey, I found the backup plan, Andrew.
Okay.
That's Andrew's. Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah, he has his
I
own.
think you're- Okay, that's yours.
Mine wasn't that beat up.
Somebody saw an opportunity.
No, just making sure that. No, this is not mine. That's too big. Does this one fit you?
Yeah.
Just try it on, see if that's good for you. Okay, then that was yours. And it was way too big for me. I just don't want you to have to wear all my sweat.
Oh.
I'm just gonna step in the front just to give us a little more time because we're time to study things.
I just have. Put too much in.
No, it's going down, that's why I was just
Okay.
checking.
Mr. Puppy.
Or maybe it's going up, I don't know.
We're ready.
It's gonna be tricky to hold this. I'm gonna need somebody to turn that on once I get up here.
I can do it.
Whoever fills the salt.
Round two. We're doing.
Alright, so you're gonna have to switch the wood in.
It was a challenge. There
Our menu obviously needs
Everybody.
Y'all ready? Alright, let's go. I'll do by 6.
door. Smoke? How'd that happen?
Andrew was like, so what's the backup?
And he said it was recording.
Yeah. It comes up and then it falls back down again. Yeah. It's really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Tells you how deadly mustard gas is.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I was using. Oh, that one back there. I know that.
All right, I'm sure y'all were privy to all that craziness that just happened, but oh no, power for the blower. Yes, exactly. It was dead, so. Yeah, that's the roar you were talking about. There you go. So, anyway, yeah, so we just did our first round of salt in the front, and then stoked. We'll also add salt onto boards and put them in the side. We'll do that next before we put more in the front.
Yeah, you did. The test is what I read.
Good morning from Washington. Welcome. Hey, Sandra. Aaron, if you want to pick out some of those 2x3s, leave your cup to pour some water on it.
Should I bring some more water?
Yes, please. Yeah. Matt, how many did you have set up?
I have two. One for the top, one for the bottom, and the first stoke hole. And then we'll do it again, but we'll just start with one each. I'm going to use some of this wet salt on mine.
This one won't be free.
It's actually really good.
Yeah?
Having the wet salt. It bumps up on the board.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that on some of the wood when we were processing it. What it is?
You want me to go?
I'm gonna go.
Go, go, go.
Do we need the front step first?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think that wet salt actually works really well on the side second board. Like mine, I had some damp salt left over.
Are you just doing the front?
Yeah, we'll just do the front. So that it get up to temperature for, and,
So what does the salt do? So the salt, the salt separates, and the sodium is attracted to the silica that's in the clay and bonds to it. Like this pot here had no glaze on the outside, but all this texture and sheen comes from the salt, and some of it from the wood ash as well. But that's just the color, natural color of the clay, but then the texture and the sheen is from the salt that we put in.
What kind of clay is that one right there?
This is from Star Wars. It's Open Medium. This is the name of it. It's a white color of clay that they make here.
you can tell that the switch doesn't feel any looser than normal.
Is that your favorite place to get clay?
It is where I get all my clay from my wood kiln. But I'm still buying a high water clay from my gas kiln.
Okay.
But I'm probably gradually going to move to try to
Black or
try the
burnt,
same
and that's
clay
probably the
product
motor.
for my wood kiln or my gas kiln.
Okay.
I just gotta make sure it's gonna work well with my clays.
Right.
So,
Might not be worth second.
Right, but I gotta make sure it works well with my
Right.
clays.
Yeah.
Cost.
Yeah, I did a couple planters.
Cheap one, 'cause-
They were left over from the wood kiln. I did them in my gas kiln. They look amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
wow.
I got a couple little versions of
that's what
that.
that blue ash kind of got some
That's my
spray
favorite.
inside.
I really like that too. Yeah, well, we've got some mums in them right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Gives it clear that's really nice. I don't know. Matt, did you glaze anything with clear this time?
Huh?
Did you glaze anything with clear
Just a
this time?
couple, 4 or 5 things maybe, not much.
You did a few of the similar.
Okay.
Great to watch the process. Howdy from St. Louis. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. How far into the firing are you? Well, we're almost finished.
A minute ago.
We started
Yeah.
at 9:30 Thursday night, so we're like 36, 37 hours in right now.
Checking to see if there's any heat coming out.
37 hours. You don't have to be ashamed to eat some fruit snacks. It's okay.
Well, I've literally done nothing but eating the entire time, so.
No, you put wood in. You've
Curious,
got
I mean,
wood.
That was just eating breaks.
You took breaks from eating to put wood in the
Yeah,
can.
that's-
Okay, gotcha, okay. Most people take breaks from working to eat.
It's a full-time job.
Yes, I got you.
And necessary, frankly.
To a point.
But, yeah.
To a point.
I saw that coming and I was like, well.
It's a salty bass.
Messing up my lines over there.
That's long.
This is a new challenge.
Yeah, I thought about that. I'm like, it looks really long.
It's really long.
Got a
Just
salt.
stand one of the bricks up next to it.
What?
Stand one of those bricks up to the side. Stand on its end and put it beside it. There you go. That'll work for now. Really your only option. Yeah, let's make sure there's not quite that long. Inside, across the inside is 4.5 feet, and then you have 9 inches of brick, so most you could do is probably 5 feet. It should say there.
So I know I just asked this, but you said you did the salt a couple times?
I usually do a couple times in the front, and then so I'll do the front, and then I'll do each side, and then I'll do the front again, and then each side again. That's usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wait for it to get temperature so you can do them.
Yeah, well, we're probably gonna just stoke the front again without salt,
Mm.
and then we'll do probably salting after that in the front. Cool. Will you be streaming the opening after it's cooled? Yes, I will. This coming Tuesday morning about 10 a.m. Eastern.
You gotta ditch the boots. Yeah. The soft, you gotta use the foot pads if you're gonna be sneaky. Ninja style. Moccasins work fine too.
Y'all can sit at the front.
So we should.
But fine.
Back where it was before.
Fine.
Yeah.
And the flow.
Just no more soda. Oh, you want a blue one? I got distracted. Did you overcome the blower issue? Yes, we. You'll see it here. Actually, right down here is my shop vac. The blower seems to have died, so we took this blower off and hooked the shop vac up to it on blow instead of vacuum. Hey Joe, how am I doing? How's the fire? The firing's going really well, and I'm doing fine. I can't complain, and you wouldn't want to hear it if I did. Watching from Hawaii, so that's 4 a.m. for me. Looks like I might be able to watch before work. Oh wow, you get up early then. So Tuesday morning, 4 a.m. for you. Whew. I mean, I was up early this morning, but to work, but still not at 4. I probably went to sleep at 1 and got up at 5:30. So.
That's when I got up. But I wasn't watching YouTube for it.
So it sits. It just sits for like 4 hours each night, 5 hours. Or is there somebody stoking it in the middle of the night?
Oh no, yeah, somebody all night long.
Oh, okay.
From the time we started at 9:30, I fired until midnight. Mike fired from midnight to 6. I took over and did 6 to noon. BJ did noon to 6 p.m. and then I did 6 to midnight.
Okay.
And then Mike and David did midnight to 6. Yeah, so well, I break it up into like 6-hour shifts. Yep.
Well, next time I want to help with that.
All right. Well, you can bring some pots,
Here,
put them in.
Yeah, definitely.
We always load on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday and a Thursday, and then start the fire Thursday night. All right, so when this front stoke comes back down, we'll be salting again in the front.
Thanks for stopping. Why'd you make it so hot today?
Huh?
Why'd you make it so hot today?
I know. It's like not our fall firing
It's
here.
supposed to be 79 degrees today.
38, 79. November.
Yeah,
what
it
is-
felt like last
what is
night,
today,
I
the
was out at
6th?
11 o'clock
Yeah.
and it was still 68 degrees out. It
Yeah.
felt like May.
November 5th, almost 80 degrees. Actually, tomorrow I think it is supposed to be like 80.
I'm glad I'm not gonna be able to come up with
How
this.
big is your crew out there, and are they all potters?
It's actually, I was thinking that.
All of them have made pottery, yes. I don't think Reed is currently making pottery,
No, I'm not.
but he's the one that wanted to come help. So I was like, hey, sure.
I'm starting on the back end.
Glutton for punishment, sure. So right now I have 5 people here. My whole crew is another 3 more people, right? So 8 total. I usually have 8 to 9 total. Well, including me is 5.
Yeah, actually.
Justice had to remind me, I only have 4 people here, yes. But including me, it's 5. You are right, Justice. Do you know what the internal temperature is right now? Yeah, according to the barometer, the front is at like 2330, and the back is 2230-ish. But the main thing is we got all the cones down that I wanted to get down, so that's all I'm worried about at this point. Now that that's done, we're adding the salt. So, all right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That's not for
You're number 4.
I'll show you what we can get in the crew. It's such a glorious task.
I will clear up.
You're gonna clear out the wood after you open the door. Hold my bazooka. Oh, which one's black around the job? Yeah, turn it on, do it.
Here we go. Last one.
Rolling.
Yeah, so that plane, Kiln's 18 feet long, that's gonna probably is 18 feet tall. So we got like a 40-foot plane there. Ish. 30 foot. Is that the plane that's coming out is all the only one that's in there, or just the front? Probably good, though. You got somebody following you, Holly. She saw you walking. She's like, hey, where are you going? What about me?
Shorter.
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 Having trouble with that.
Yeah, I know.
The box on.
There's probably some on my side, or on the pile. Oh, I tried to pick her up earlier to show her the camera. She didn't let me. But right now,
The box. We're good, Reed. Is that your mule here? Your hammer, tower? Your rubber mallet of truth?
It may just be a solid rubber head. I'm sure there's a little plastic casing inside.
Salt ball fun.
You'll know in a minute.
all right, I did my side. We'll stuck in the front, then you can do yours, and then we'll start the timer for the hour. If you're gonna leave, yeah, you'll be early. We didn't beat last firing time. We finished salting last time at 10:50. It's 11 o'clock. The shop vac attachment is pretty cool. Is that custom made or store bought?
You didn't witness the fabrication.
Well, the shop vac is not custom made, but yes, the yeah, this part I didn't make, but it is custom made. It's just a piece of metal tubing with a hopper welded on top and a handle. Yes.
This is the most important part of it.
And then yes, we have the salt stick that we use to push the salt towards the opening to make sure it goes through. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Huh?
We didn't scrape the coals out at all.
I know. They didn't do it all night.
Huh.
Yeah. Good wood. I guess.
Yeah. Alright, we should front stove.
Yep. Anybody who's just getting here, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. We're just working on finishing up the putting the salt in the kiln. Andrew's getting ready to front stoke, and then we fire for a full hour after this to clear out any excess salt, as well as make sure everything, clay and glaze, are back up to maturing temperature. Make sure everything's good and melted, and then we pretty much done. So sounded like a horn from a battle.
That's the sound of a horn and,
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, they're right. I mean, it's opposite. Well, yeah, because. But if you were looking this way, it's correct. Hope it's a great firing. See y'all Tuesday. Thank you. Maybe. Yeah, I understand. 4 a.m. before work. That's early, just to see pots unloaded. So the rest of the process is pretty much fairly simple. Now that you've seen the salting, Erin's going to salt one more time on her side with the boards that she has set out with salt already on them. So you're going to put those in the side stoke hole, and then we'll keep stoking pretty much just in the front. We'll do a little bit of side stoking after that, just a couple times, and then fire for an hour to finish up the firing. And then I do crash cool the kiln down to 1500 degrees. That's mainly because iron crystallizes between 15 and 1700 degrees. And between some of the glazes and the clay, I would rather that iron minimize the crystallization so that I get more shiny pots rather than matte finished pieces. So I've never tried not crash cooling this kiln, but I like the way it works or looks, so I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, that is a cute puppy you see running around. She won't let me pick her up to show y'all, so.
Just try it again.
Like it's I can't see the cover.
2358.
Yeah, you can go ahead. The rubber mallet of truth, huh?
The one and only.
The one and only.
What's the name of the first hammer?
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir.
I don't know.
Yes, something you can't pronounce.
MJOLLI or NIR. MJOLNIR. Mjolnir. Something like
What's
that.
the other one called? The long hammer?
Mm,
That one has a name also.
Yeah.
good.
It's actually the younger.
Mjolnir. Okay. Don't they, do they combine?
Tomato,
In-
tomato,
in the- in the
Mjolnir,
last
Mjolnir,
one?
Mjolnir,
Like
Mjolnir.
one of them breaks. and then-
Yeah.
Spoiler.
And then his ex-girlfriend gets it.
Yep.
Yeah.
To his, navigator.
Yeah.
So like.
Do you feel its power coursing through you?
Smash his iPhone.
Yes, I do. And then through the ceiling.
Whoop.
Well, I think we're about to sign off here unless anybody has any last minute questions, but we have finished adding the salt to the kiln. We're going to continue to stoke for the next hour and finish off the firing. So, like I said, we will be back Tuesday morning about 10 a.m. to live stream the unloading. So you can see, then I will be, oh, Macy made an appearance, finally. I will,
Of her own accord. Okay.
in Seagrove, the weekend before Thanksgiving, we'll have the celebration of Seagrove Potters event and studio tour. I'll also have my in-person kiln opening then. And then I'll have an online sale after that as well. So I got to figure out the dates for that. Would you get the same effect by spraying salt and ash on a pot and then fire in a gas kiln? You could get a similar effect. And I do spray ash glaze on my pots in my gas kiln, and I do get a similar effect. Thanks for letting me join for my morning coffee. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for being here. And like I said, if you're anywhere close by, come see us the weekend before Thanksgiving and see all the beautiful stuff in person. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll see you.